and the viewers on Metro 3, want to thank you for joining us. This is the Metro Council announcement time period. If any members of Metro Council have any community announcements that they wish to share with the members of our community, their community, please indicate in the queue at this time, and we'll make sure that you're recognized. Councilman Bedney. You're on. Well, it said you were. Let's try it again. I've only been gone a week. Now try it.
Yeah, thank you. Well, congratulations on your first meeting.
And I made a mistake the first time.
Well, thank you. We wish you the best. My announcements is they're short. First of all, that we are not going to have office hours in District 31 this coming month. Instead of that, we're going to have a community meeting to discuss the GSD and USD situation. It will be at Lakeshore Christian Church, which is located at 5434 Bell Forge. This is right off what used to be the Hickory Hollow Mall. So I'm just asking people to save the date. It'll be on October 1st, and it is going to be more likely at 10 or at 11 in the morning. So we don't have a fixed time, but if they just show up about that time, that will be great. We also have another meeting on October 20th. Again, this is a save the day thing. We're going to discuss Old Hickory Boulevard, the road. Some people that live on that road are having issues with traffic, and we just want to give it another try and see if we can make it flow a little bit better. So it'll be in the afternoon at 6:30, probably at the Cambridge Community Club, but if people want more information, they can call me. My cell number is 829-6226. Lastly, I wanted to thank Ali Afis and Public Works and the Mayor's Office for agreeing to install a traffic signal on Pettus and Nolensville Road. I know many people watching on TV are screaming and very happy, doing a happy dance at home right now. They've been wanting this light for a long time, and I'm very thankful that it finally got installed. It will get installed. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman Bedney. Councilman Pulley.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I just want to invite everybody out next Thursday, September the 29th at 6:30. Everybody in the world, including all you Google Fiber people here tonight, to a community meeting out in District 25 at the Granny White Church of Christ. And we'll be discussing a myriad of issues, one of which will not be the One Touch Make Ready bill we're going to look at tonight.
Thank you.
So, but I'd like to have you all out. Granny White Church of Christ is located near the Lipscomb campus on Granny White Pike, and we'll have the meeting from 6:30 to 8 p.m. and look forward to having you all there.
Thank you, Councilman Pulley. I believe we have Council Lady Weiner, I think, as a... I don't like this new...
Thank you, President Pro Tem. We appreciate it. You look good up there. I think we've seen you like that before.
time or two. Thank you. Is this Councilman Withers, is this the same thing you were speaking?
We're together.
Okay.
Oh, you've got another
all right.
one? We'll just leave him down here.
Yep.
So whereas VetLinks is saluting all United States veterans on Sunday, October 9th, celebrating the 35th anniversary of Nashville's first Star-Spangled Salute to Vietnam veterans. And whereas during the festivities, veterans from all eras of service will be recognized through outreach booths featuring local veteran services organizations, such as Vietnam Veterans of America, Marine Corps League, local AMVETS, American Legion, VFW posts, and many more. And whereas family-friendly activities, live entertainment, food trucks, skydiving team, color guard, crafts, a memorial wall, and a patriotic salute, among other activities, and
whereas VetLinks, a community partnership for veterans, centralizes resources, offers assistance with meeting veterans' needs, and raises awareness in the community about veteran-related issues. And whereas during 2015, VetLinks impacted the community in volunteering over 4,133 hours to veterans, traveled 18,135 miles to assist veterans in providing services, obtain benefits, delivering food and other needed items to homes and philanthropic organizations. And whereas the organization assisted over 250 veterans free of charge with obtaining VA benefits via VA-accredited veteran service officers, assist with funeral burial services, and provide temporary shelter for medically fragile veterans. Now, therefore,
we, the signatories hereunder, being members of the Metro Council of Metro Government of Nashville and Davidson County, do hereby recognize VetLinks and the work they do for our veterans. And on a very personal note, given that my dad was a veteran, I am especially honored to be able to stand there and do this for them.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Chairman and members of the council, thank you so much for this proclamation. It means so much to us. And these folks back here have really made this whole thing possible. We would like to extend that a warm invitation to be a part of this event, very special event for all veterans, you know, to be recognized. Two of the original folks that planned the 1981 event are present here, Colonel Fergus, John Fergus, and Colleen Hudgens. Very exciting. And of course, there's lots of other team members that have been a part of this. And the event in 1981, there were 10,000 people that showed up. It really shows Nashville, I think, has always been very supportive of our military. And so we thank you so much for this and look forward to seeing you. If you get a chance, we do have some flyers available as well. And these are also going to be posted on our VetLinks website at vetlinks.org. And if you do plan to attend, we'd love to be able to recognize you. So if you see these little small half sheets and can put your name and your guest on there, we'd love to be able to recognize you on that day. So, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Councilman Withers.
Mr. Speaker, if I may return to my desk, and I'll be
Sure.
right back, but I'd like to invite my guests up, please. I do appreciate everyone's indulgence. This is right up my alley as a history buff. There is a resolution that will be on tonight's, I hope it will remain on tonight's consent agenda, that recognizes what is going to be would have been the 175th birthday of Captain Tom Ryman, which is a name that's well known in this town. And that is coming up very soon. And I have some very special guests here who would like to make announcements about how that will be celebrated.
Hello, I'm Tom Dolan. I have the distinct opportunity of representing Captain Tom Ryman on this occasion, which will be his 175th birthday. It will be celebrated on October the 12th at Fort Negley, and as many as you can come out on that day at noon, and the proclamation will be read at 2 o'clock. Oh, the proclamation is going to be read at 2 o'clock, but you can come out at noon. We'll be there. And yes, and I will introduce my wife, Miss Debbie Watts, as Betty Ball Ryman. She authored the book that we based the play on, and the play will be running from September 30th to October 16th at the Music Valley Event Center. And we have information. We have trifold information. We're going to give one to each of the council members this evening. So
Thank you very much.
thank
and
you
welcome.
for allowing us to be here.
Thank you. Council Lady Allen. Well, now.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First, I would like to issue congratulations to St. Bernard Academy on their 150th anniversary, which they are celebrating this month. And also to let everyone know that the Belmont-Hillsborough neighborhood is having their 20th annual home tour on October 1st, and everyone is invited to come. You can buy tickets on their website, belmonthillsborough.com, or at Hillsborough Hardware, or you can buy them the day of at 2700 Belmont Boulevard, which is where the tour starts. It's a great way to see some wonderful historic homes and get to know part of District 18 better. So you're all invited. Thank you.
Thank you. Council Lady Van Rees. You have to stand by, bear with me. The screens has changed some. There.
Testing.
Testing, go.
Thank you so much. Just wanted to bring up a few things coming up between now and the next council meeting for the folks in District 8 to know about. Of course, this Saturday is the Madison Community Meeting on USD versus GSD. That's Saturday, September the 24th at 10 a.m. at the Madison Police Precinct Community Room over there on Myatt Drive. Councilman Pardue and Pridemore and myself and Mr. Anthony Davis and Brenda Haywood, both from 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All the Madison districts will be represented at that meeting. We will have folks from the mayor's office as well as a presentation from the assessor of property. And presentations from the Planning Department and Public Works. And we hope that everyone in Madison that's interested in a conversation about the pros and cons of entering into the USD will attend. Next week, just want to let folks know over in the Pages Branch Neighborhood Association, Tuesday the 27th is the meeting over at Rocket Ship Academy, and we will have some folks from the Codes Department there to talk to us. A point of reference in that community, I wanted to make a personal note of satisfaction and gratitude that no police officer or individual was harmed in the shooting over at Donald and Dickerson Pike tonight, so we're very grateful for that. And continue to thank our officers for taking care of us. And then Saturday the 1st, all of a sudden we're in October. There's going to be a conversation with the Arrowhead community. Those are the folks that are kind of over there behind the Home Depot, if you will, off of Gallatin Road. You'll be getting some notifications about some new neighbors coming in, hopefully there in the Arrowhead community. And that community meeting will be at the Madison Library at 10 a.m. on Saturday the 1st. So be looking for notification and information about that in your mailbox. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Council Lady Van Rees. Council Lady Henderson.
Thank you, Chair. I wanted to announce a District 34 community meeting on September 29th. That's a Thursday at 6 p.m. at the Harpeth Hills Church of Christ on Old Hickory Boulevard near the intersection of Hillsborough Pike. It is in the Youth Center, which is on the east side of the building and accessed through door number 6. On the agenda that evening, we'll have the trustee speaking about the tax relief and tax freeze programs. The property assessor will be addressing the countywide reappraisal in 2017. And the planning department and public works and the mayor's administration will be discussing the GSD and USD proposal. So I encourage all those folks residing in the GSD and even in our satellite cities to which that proposal does not apply, but I think they'll find the information from the trustee and the property assessor very interesting. So something for everyone in District 34, and I encourage my constituents to come out on September 29th. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Lady. Council Lady Karen Johnson.
Thank you, Speaker Pridemore, and congratulations.
Thank you.
District 29, I have 3 announcements. This Saturday, of course, is my regular office hours at First Tennessee Bank in Nashville from 10 to 12 noon. That's this Saturday. at the First Tennessee Bank, Nashville, from 10 to 12. Also, there will be a community meeting Thursday, September the 29th. And the meeting is an informational meeting regarding issues and concerns with the homeless. The Corps of Engineers will be
Technical
I
difficulties.
see
Council.
that. How you doing? Our IT guy. Thank you. The Corps of Engineers will be there to also share information on how they handle the homeless situation on the core property that backs up to many of our residential homes in the area. Also, the contributor staff, to include former Councilman Brady Banks, will be in attendance as well to bring information with regard to the contributor vendors. And we will have other agencies and folks from the homeless community that are advocates that will also be there to provide some information. So again, this meeting is Thursday, September 29th at the historic Grandale Manor at 6:30 p.m. And the historic Grandale Manor is the large, beautiful white home at 200 Nashville Boulevard. And lastly, don't forget to mark your calendars for our district-wide cleanup, which is scheduled Saturday, October the 8th. And that begins at 8 a.m. We will have shredded and the dumpsters and more. Please check your email for that flyer. If you have any questions, you can contact Metro Beautification Chair and Commissioner Karen Van Cleve. Her number is 615-948-4072. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Lady. Council Lady Hurt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to announce that the Jefferson Street United Merchants Partnership will have its quarterly meeting on Thursday, this coming Thursday, September 22nd, at the local Service Masters at 1039 Jefferson Street, beginning at 5:30. It's going to be quite a few very exciting agenda items like the no trespassing waivers, talking about the art crawl that we've started on Jefferson Street, as well as the 20th year celebration of the Jefferson Street United Merchants Partnership. So inviting all to come out for that meeting. And then I also want to take a privilege and say happy birthday to Miss Rosa Mitchell, who is celebrating her 91st birthday, and she doesn't look a day over 70.
Very good. Thank you very much, Council Lady.
Thank you.
Council Lady Vercher.
Thank you, Speaker. I would like to first thank all District 28 neighbors for attending the Codes Community Meeting and Brunch this past Saturday. Would like to thank the administration of Apollo Middle Prep, Judge Allegra Walker, Mr. Bill Penn with Codes Department for coming out and providing the neighbors with an overall approach of how the codes enforcement process works and how all of that ties into environmental court. We'll also like to announce to District 28 neighbors as well about our upcoming about our upcoming beautification initiative and bulk item pickup, which is October 22nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is neighborhood beautification and bulk item drop-off. Saturday, October 22nd, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Food Lion Parking Lot, 936 Richards Road, Antioch, Tennessee. For more information, neighbors can contact our beautification commissioner, Kenneth McMichael, at 615-498-7884. He is the beautification commissioner for District 28. We'll also like to encourage all District 28 neighbors to make sure that they subscribe to the district newsletter on nashville.gov. And that's all I have. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Council Lady. Councilman O'Connell.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have just a few announcements. Today is actually the last day that public comment will be open for the In Motion transit plan being offered by Nashville MTA and RTA, the Regional Transportation Authority. If you go to the letter N, motion2016.org, you can find the details of the plan as well as comment on it. They've had a 30-day period open since the last public announcement of that last month. Following that, on Thursday, September 22nd, is going to be the Nashville MTA board meeting where that plan will be considered. That will take place at Music City Center in room 209 at 201 5th Avenue South at 2:30 p.m. So consider attending that if you are interested in forthcoming opportunities for Nashville and Middle Tennessee to have implementation of what I think is a very well-considered plan. I did also want to let folks know about the Farmhand Dinner 2016 coming up on September 28th next week. That's at the Nashville Farmers Market. It's an annual fundraiser inspired by fifth-generation farmer Troy Smiley, which honors the tradition when farm workers gathered for a celebratory meal after a long day in the fields. Mayor Berry will give the welcoming remarks, and all proceeds will benefit the Friends of the Nashville Farmers Market. It kicks off at 6 p.m. Tickets are $75, and you can learn more at nashvillefarmersmarket.org. Finally, I would like to encourage anyone who has not signed up yet already to participate in Hands-On Nashville Day, which is coming up this Saturday, September 24th, 8:30 a.m. to noon. This is a celebration of Hands-On Nashville's 25th birthday. Most of the opportunities to volunteer actually support our Metro schools. There's everything from repairs to beautifications, but you can find a spot for any skill level and time commitment. But if you just go to hon.org, you will find the information there. Again, that's Saturday, September 24th, 8:30 to noon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Syracuse.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Two big annual events in Donaldson coming up this weekend to let everybody know about. The 30th annual Donaldson Station Fall Festival and Barbecue will be starting this Friday, September 23rd at 10 a.m. It'll go the 23rd and 24th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Live music, silent auction, all sorts of craft fair markets, of course, delicious barbecue. So it's the 30th anniversary. I'm a proud sponsor, and so it is a kind of an annual event and a great event for families to come out to. The other event that always falls on the same weekend, Saturday, September 24th, it's the Buchanan Log House Annual Folk Festival, and it is such a relaxing atmosphere at the Buchanan Log House. It's at 2910 Elm Hill Pike. It's Saturday, September 24th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. All sorts of demonstrations, quilting, basket weaving, blacksmithing, wood carving, and more. Food and drinks, old-timey games and train rides. Not a real train, a smaller train for kids. It's always a great time, so come on out.
Thank you, Councilman. Seeing no other councilman in the queue, that concludes the Metro Council announcements for the evening. I want to thank everyone for all that participated. I want to thank the audience for indulging, and that concludes the announcements.